I can't even wrap my head around the fact that it happened. I can't wrap my head around the fact that Scharron would do that.
Copyright disclaimer. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. This content is not made for children and has been created by your girl Anna B for conversations and to bring awareness to certain cases. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, and thank you for joining your girl Anna B for another episode Behind the Walls. Wanted to do a quick little intro to shout out our channel members. Woohoo! Thank you all so very much for the support. Definitely means a lot. And of course, shout out to our day ones, my day ones all around the world. I appreciate the continued support, engagement, and motivation to keep going. Shout out to all of our new friends who've recently subscribed to the BTW family. Make sure you got your notifications on so you don't miss any new postings from your girl Anna B. Lastly, I have to be honest with my friends. Your girl got a little insecure about getting on camera with the lives. Don't know why really, because it was so much fun to engage with you all like in real time, and I look to get that back going, but it has to come from within myself. So just the FYI to let you know, if you were wondering where the hell Anna B disappeared to, there you have it. Now let's get into this video. We're behind the walls in Kansas.
I can't even wrap my head around the fact that it happened. I can't wrap my head around the fact that Scharron would do that. And I just wish that I could bring her back some way. God could take me and save her. Something she deserved a lot more than 5 years on this earth.
Hours after being released from a 24-hour hold in a mental institution in Columbia, Missouri, Scharron Dingledine stole a car, drove 160 miles west to Lawrence, and plunged a second stolen car into the Kansas River, critically injuring her 1-year-old son and killing her 5-year-old daughter.
Starts now. We are following that breaking news in Lawrence as dive crews are on the scene after a car went into the Kansas River. We knew crews pulled at least 2 people from the water. We are told that they may be looking for others who were inside that car.
41 Action News reporter Tom Dempsey live in Lawrence. Tom, tell us what you've learned so far.
Well, Kevin, all sorts of police tape up right now here at the scene. Again, for reference, we're on the Kansas River right near the downtown bridge at 6th and Mass. A little quiet, as you can see behind me there in the water, but for the past few hours, there's been all sorts of police, rescue crews, search teams out there right now. The big focus at this hour is, really trying to, get to that car. Again, as you were saying, 2 people pulled from inside that car, and there could be possibly more inside. We just spoke to the PIO for the Lawrence Police Department. He talked about how, challenging it is battling the current here with the river and, the unknown depth of the water and the challenges associated with getting to that water. Here's what he had to say again about, the search efforts at this hour.
The dive team getting in the water, it's quite a logistical operation to get out to where we believe the vehicle might be. As you can tell, this is a river, and so it's not a stagnant body of water, and the vehicle may have moved. So we will find out. I can't give you an idea as to how long these operations may go on, but I can tell you that the physical operation of getting in the water and going out to see if we can recover the vehicle is in progress right now.
26-year-old Scharron Dingledine faced charges of first-degree murder and attempted murder. The call came in at about 1 p.m. Friday, August 3rd, 2018. Police were called to the south bank of the Kansas River near 6th and Vermont Streets in Lawrence on a report of a vehicle in the water. Scharron and her son were rescued. The vehicle was retrieved later that night, but no occupants were inside. Douglas County search and recovery dive teams worked until dark that night to find 5-year-old Amaya.
Authorities rescued 2 people, including a child, earlier today. 41 Action News reporter Tom Dempsey joins us now live with why they believe another person could still be out there. Tom.
Well, Rhiannon, many hours after this happened, as you can see, roads are still blocked off here in parts of Lawrence, and crews are still busy right now. A witness interview leading police to believe that there could still be someone in the Kansas River tonight.
I've been in Lawrence all my life. Never seen nothing like this down here.
John Christian witnessed the moments rescue crews first arrived.
When I got down by the water, there was 5 rescues already in the water. And they was hollering, "There's bubbles, there's bubbles, there's bubbles."
A car with at least one adult and child inside trapped underneath water in the Kansas River after police believe the car came from the riverbank. Dive teams, search boats, and police all helping in a desperate rescue attempt.
Of course, it is a moving body of water. We've got silt and other things that tend to move around, as well as other debris. So I can't tell you how deep the water is right there.
Hours later, crews removed the car from the river.
Just a terrible, terrible situation I couldn't imagine.
Aaliyah Wyckoff watched for hours as dive teams searched the waters, the search leading to plenty of concern.
Just kind of, wondering how my friends and family are doing. That's all I wanted to see was the car to make sure it wasn't my friends or family.
With the cause of the incident still unknown, Wyckoff hopes the survivors will be okay.
I can imagine it happening to my family. Prayers go out to the family.
Her little body was finally pulled out of the river Saturday morning. Scharron told authorities that she had been voluntarily admitted to a psychiatric hospital for several hours on August 2nd. She went to the hospital after a fight with her boyfriend. After she was released, her and her boyfriend agreed that he would take her to a shelter. When they stopped at a store, Scharron drove off in his car with her 2 children inside. She told the police that she stole another car near Columbia and drove to the Kansas City area, where she and her kids slept in the vehicle that night. She then drove to Lawrence the next day, August 3rd. She said she was feeling depressed and worried about the consequences of her actions from the previous day. At one point, she had driven to the river, parked, and let the children walk down and put their feet in the water. She said she then began thinking that the river was a good way to take her life, and then decided to include her children in that plan because she didn't want anyone else to have them. She said she had considered jumping, but ultimately accelerated into the river with her babies unrestrained in the front seat, knowing neither of the children could swim and would likely not survive. Upon her release from the hospital, Scharron was booked into the Douglas County Jail without bond. Her son was in intensive care in a Kansas City hospital. Amaya's father, Clinton Bradley, said that he and Scharron were high school sweethearts. They dated on and off again after Amaya was born, but said their relationship became rocky after their breakup. Clinton said he hadn't seen his daughter in nearly a year despite supporting her financially. She moved all around and bouncing all the time, changing phones all the time, and it was really unpredictable, Clinton said. He said although Scharron suffered from depression, no one saw any sign indicating she was capable of such an act. He said he had spoken to Scharron a little in the month leading up to that day. He also said in the past she was a great mother to her children. We never really saw eye to eye too much after we split up, but I would always say about Scharron that she was a great mother. I think I speak for everyone. Nobody would have ever thought that she would have done something like this, especially to her daughter, who loved and cared about her more than anyone. Clinton said he wishes he would have done more to get help for Scharron and custody of his daughter. If you know a mother or a father or somebody that has kids and maybe struggling with depression or going through a hard time, say something to somebody. Maybe try to find them help. Offer some support. Don't just be silent about it. Just like she had done with the police, in December that year, just a little over 4 months after the incident, Scharron admitted to murder and attempted murder in a Douglas County courtroom. The following month, she received a life sentence on the murder charge and 155 months for attempted murder. She does not get any good time or good credits towards her sentence and will not be eligible to go before a parole board until after serving 25 years. Amaya was described as a loving, caring little girl who loved pink and purple. She liked Barbies and dolls and princesses and the movie Frozen. She was excited about starting school that year, but unfortunately didn't live long enough. And sadly, the loss did not end with Amaya. After 4 years of survival, her younger brother, Elijah Charles Lake, passed away on Wednesday, May 18th, 2022. 2 sweet little lives cut short way too soon. Condolences to both of the children's fathers, their grandparents, and everyone else that was impacted by the loss of these 2 babies.
She deserved a lot more than 5 years on this earth.
Both of them deserved more than 5 years on this earth. Rest in peace, Amaya Bradley and Elijah Charles Lake. I've personally battled depression. It's not fun. It's not easy. So I just want to tell all of you all out there, you are not alone. You matter. Help is available and there are options. Thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you next time.